History is not written by time. It is written by those who survive it. When we think of the ancient world, certain names dominate our imagination: Egypt, Babylon, Assyria, Rome. But there was another empire, one as powerful as any of them, one that shaped diplomacy, warfare, law, and international relations. And then it vanished, not slowly, not peacefully, but so completely that for thousands of years, humanity forgot it had ever existed. This is the true story of the Hittite Empire, an empire hidden in plain sight. For centuries, the Hittites were known only through fragments. Their name appeared briefly in Egyptian and biblical texts, usually as enemies, never as protagonists. Historians dismissed them as a minor tribe. Some believed they were fictional. No monuments, no cities, no clear records, an empire erased. That changed in the late 1800s, when archaeologists uncovered massive stone ruins in central Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. What they found rewrote history. Hattusa, a lost capital. The city was Hattusa. Its scale was astonishing. Gigantic defensive walls stretched for kilometers. Monumental gates were guarded by carved lions, sphinx, and gods. Temples, royal palaces, archives, and granaries filled the city. This was not a forgotten village. This was an imperial capital. At its height, Hattusa controlled one of the most powerful states of the late Bronze Age. The rise of the Hittites. The Hittites emerged around 1600 BCE, uniting smaller kingdoms into a centralized empire. Unlike many ancient powers, they ruled through written law codes, formal treaties, diplomatic marriages, bureaucratic administration. They were pioneers of ironworking, gaining a technological advantage over rivals still dependent on bronze. Their kings were not just warriors, but lawmakers, diplomats, and priests, masters of war and diplomacy. The Hittite military was among the most advanced of its time. They perfected the use of three-man chariots, allowing greater speed, firepower, and coordination. Their greatest confrontation came against Egypt. Around 1274 BCE, the Hittites faced Pharaoh Ramses II at the Battle of Kadesh, one of the largest chariot battles ever fought. Neither side achieved total victory. Instead, something unprecedented happened: the world's first peace treaty. Rather than endless war, the Hittites and Egyptians negotiated. They signed the first recorded peace treaty in human history, a document promising mutual defense, non-aggression, and diplomatic cooperation. Copies were carved into stone. One still hangs today at the United Nations headquarters. This was not barbarism. This was international law 3,000 years ago, a civilization ahead of its time. The Hittites recorded everything. Their archives contained legal codes, medical texts, religious rituals, myths adapted from multiple cultures, diplomatic correspondence with foreign kings. They ruled a multicultural empire, respecting local religions and traditions instead of erasing them. Their gods numbered in the thousands. They did not impose identity. They managed diversity. The sudden collapse. And then everything stopped. Around 1200 BCE, Hittite cities were abandoned. Administrative centers burned. Trade networks collapsed. The capital, Hattusa, was emptied. No final royal decree. No detailed chronicle of defeat. Just silence. Within decades, the empire ceased to exist. What destroyed the Hittites? Historians still debate the cause. Possibilities include the Bronze Age collapse, a catastrophic chain reaction that destroyed multiple civilizations at once. Invasions by mysterious groups, known as the Sea Peoples. Severe drought and climate instability. Internal rebellion and economic collapse. The breakdown of long-distance trade. The truth may be all of them happening at once. A system too complex to survive sudden shock. Erased from memory. What makes the Hittites unique is not just their fall, but what came after. Their lands were absorbed by smaller states. Their people survived, but without a unified identity. Their language vanished. Later civilizations built over their ruins. No one remembered their name. For nearly 3,000 years, the Hittite Empire was gone, not just from maps, but from human memory, rediscovery, and revelation. When archaeologists finally deciphered Hittite tablets in the 20th century, the discovery stunned scholars. An entire empire equal to Egypt had been missing from history, not defeated by a single enemy, but erased by time itself. Final reflection. The Hittites remind us of a haunting truth. Civilizations do not need to be destroyed to disappear. They only need to be forgotten. Their cities still stand in ruins. Their treaties still echo in modern law. Their story warns us that power is temporary, that memory is fragile, and that history always leaves shadows behind. Because even when empires vanish, the past still whispers.